Hi everyone, it's Christina. Today's video is going to be all about how to achieve the goals you set for yourself. This is actually the second part to my first video that I will post in the description box below. If you haven't watched it already, please pause this video, click it below and watch it, and then I'll see you guys back here soon. Okay, so now that you have set your goals, how do you actually go about achieving them? I am going to use the example from my last video and show you guys how I outline how to achieve the goal that I set for myself. Once again, I have created a printable called the Achieving Goals package. This is like the sequel to my Setting Goals package. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but it's there if you want a little bit of a tool to help you. It will be posted in the description box below. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the goal setting sheet that I filled out in my last video, right here. And then this is the Achieving Goals package that I will show you how to fill out today. So again, I'm just going to use my goal that I set in my last video. It's still in the health category. This is what the pages look like basically. So one page is for one goal. Just for ease of reference, it's good to have the goal at the top of the page here so you can go on to the next steps. So I'm just going to write this in to here. Okay, so now I have my goal, but how am I going to achieve it? Well, in order to achieve this goal, these are all of the steps that I need to do. Now, this can take some time because you really have to brainstorm and research all of the little steps you need to do in the time period you set out. Now, this goal is a little bit different than regular goals because there really is no end date. It's more of a continuous daily goal, and I wanted to show you guys how I planned out achieving this kind of goal. Because the other goals are a little bit more simplistic. So how will I achieve this goal? Well, in order to achieve this goal, these are all of the steps I need to do. And then I have numbers 1 to 20, and it basically just says, if you can't read it, I need to blank by blank, and then there's a little check mark box here once you've completed it. So in order to make sure that I set out all of the steps that I need to achieve the goal, I go through each of the 5 W's and really think about what is needed to fulfill each of the 5 W's. So the first parts of my goal is I will study the New Testament. So that's like the first part, that's like the who and the what right here. So I'm thinking, well, what do I need to study the New Testament? Well, I obviously need my Bible, which I have, so that's fine. I don't really need to do anything. I already have a Bible. And then I researched other things I need to prepare for like a good Bible study, and I found out that there are things called Bible highlighters, so they don't seep through the pages because Bible pages are usually very thin. So I thought that would be really helpful, and it would minimize any frustration I have if it does seep through the pages. So I need to purchase some Bible highlighters, so I'm going to do that. And I'm actually not going to fill out this portion yet. I'm going to save that until after I've completed all of the steps I need to take to achieve my goal. I also learned that a dictionary is good to have in case I don't understand the meaning of a word, or I don't understand the translation of a word. And I personally prefer to have electronic dictionaries, so I'm going to put as my next step, save dictionary into bookmarks on my Chrome. So I want to do this just for ease of access when I'm studying the Bible, so I don't have to type it in and like Google search a dictionary. I just have it right there so it's easy to look up a word. I also need a pencil and a good eraser in case I want to make notes in my Bible. So I'll just put place pencil and eraser near Bible. I also really enjoy listening to Joyce Meyer, so I want to have my laptop or phone with me in case I want further guidance on a chapter or a verse that she's done a Bible study or sermon on. So I'll need to make sure that I have my electronics with me and that they're charged so that I have access to listen to her online. So I feel like that's pretty much all I need to study the New Testament, the what category, the who and the what category. So let's go to, so these are done. Let's go to the where category. Okay, so I want to study my New Testament in bed or on my couch. So I'm just going to think about that. Well, what else do I need in the places that I'm studying the Bible at? Well, for starters, I do have a bed and a couch, so that's good. I don't need to do anything for that. But I would probably like to have some light when I'm reading because it's pretty dark early in the morning and late at night, so I just need to make sure I have a light. I'm also usually pretty cold when I'm not moving around, so a heater and or a blanket would be nice as well. And basically the point of this is so that I'm more comfortable and can really enjoy my time spent reading the Bible and minimize distractions. So I want to make sure I have a heater and a blanket. So that's it for the where category, so that's done. And then the when. Okay, so I've set out that I want to study the New Testament every morning and evening. So I need to think about this, and I actually do need to be a little bit more specific than the morning and the evening. Specifically, I need to set out when exactly I should start my Bible study and how long approximately I want to study for. So I thought about this and I was like, okay, well, I think that right when I wake up or a few minutes after I wake up is good to study the Bible beforehand. And right before I go to bed is a good time to study the Bible as well. And as to how long, I feel like, I do read the Bible quite often, and I find half an hour is a pretty good time frame in the morning and evening. So I'm just going to put this in. I need to block out half an hour at around 6 and half an hour at around 8:30. So that is going to be it for the when. So that's done. And then the why, get to know Jesus more. I don't really need to put in any steps as to the why. It's just there, like I said in my past video, that it's good for motivation as to why you want to achieve this goal. Okay, so now I have all of the steps that I need to achieve my goal. And like I said, this is a daily goal, so it's a little bit different. Now I'm going to set out when I want to achieve each of these steps by. So first of all, I need to purchase Bible highlighters. Well, I could actually do that today, and I can purchase them on Amazon. So I could just say by today, whatever date that is. And I can also do this today. So I just say today. I can also place pencil and eraser near Bible, have electronics on hand for JM videos, and blankets. So I can just make sure all of these are on hand by today. So, and then the last two things, block out 30 minutes at 6 a.m., block out 30 minutes at 8:30 p.m. I can also do those today. So now that I've filled out everything I need to do to achieve my goal for the year, I actually have a centralized calendar that I use every single day to plan out my days, plan out my weeks, plan out my months, and I look at the calendar every single day, so I know that I'm not going to miss anything for what I need to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put these all in my calendar for today. As to steps 8 and 9, it says block out 30 minutes at 6 a.m. and block out 30 minutes at 8:30 a.m. So I'm actually going to add each of these into my calendar and just set it as repeat so that it happens every single day.
And usually for things like this, I also set reminders for myself every morning and evening, so that like there's like a little beep that goes off and tells me that I should start studying the New Testament. And that's pretty much it for this goal. All I need to do now is follow my calendar and make sure that I study the New Testament every morning and evening. And I just want you guys to keep this in mind too. Like, I mean, it's already almost the middle of January, and I have missed a couple days, studying the New Testament, just because, things have happened. I was too tired one of the days, and another one of the days I worked late. So, there were a couple times where I couldn't do steps 8 and 9, but I just reset for the next day and continue to read the Bible. So I've actually made a lot of progress, and I've learned a lot of things the times that I have read the Bible. And that's basically what, the purpose of setting these goals are about. Like, you have these goals and you do everything you can to achieve them. Like I said, at the end of the year, you can check off these things. Let's just say by the end of the year, I haven't finished the New Testament. Well, that's going to be a continuation for next year, and I can write down the steps that I need that I haven't completed yet for the following year.
So that is how I go about achieving my goals. It's, again, I feel like it's a fairly simple process. You set out the steps, and then you make sure to follow through with those steps by, for example, putting them in your calendar like I do, because my calendar is like the centralized part of planning my day. What I do with these packages is I actually keep them. I don't really normally like keeping a lot of papers, but I do keep these for the end of the year, because I do really like taking a look at the steps that I made for myself, the goals that I set for myself, and the steps that I made to achieve those goals. And there's just something therapeutic about checking everything off that I did, and then I can have like a visual of what I didn't do. And the portions that I didn't do, I can just make those as like a starting point for next year's goals. So it's not like, oh darn, like I didn't make 3 of my goals that I set for myself. Oh, I feel so bad. It's not like that. It's more like, oh, okay, so this is perfect. 3 of my goals are already set for next year. Awesome. And then after looking at the goals and seeing what I need to do for the future, I just recycle these and then print out brand new packages to set for the next year. And that is it. That is all I do to achieve my goals. I've been doing this for quite a while now, and it does seem to work for me. I love taking the time to set my goals and set up the steps to actually achieve them. So I am always interested to hear what your guys' thoughts and questions are. But yeah, if you do have any questions, post it in the comment box below or on my blog. I do try to answer the questions that I see. So let me know what you guys think, and give this video a thumbs up if you did like it. Make sure to subscribe. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!